What is happening, everybody? This is Lamont Downs from Freedom Covenant Church here in Southern Maryland. Thank you for coming to Freedom Covenant's YouTube channel, as we want to give you weekly devotionals, Lord, with the hopes of you being transformed through the words and the power of Christ. So without further ado, let's get to it. So this week's theme, I want to say the phrase internal illiteracy. I want to say it again, internal illiteracy. But what I mean by internal illiteracy, I mean about the things that you don't know who you are. One, number two, the things that you hold on to that are not good. And what happens when you hold on to those things, you create a false being or a false person. In reality, that's not you, but through your hurt and pain or trauma, you create those things, and how it creates a lot of disaster within your life, whether it's in different relationships or whether in reaching your full potential. So I want to talk about all those things this week. But the first thing I need to talk about is, are you going to believe what God said about you? Are you going to believe that? That's what we're going to do today for this quick devotion. So I want to go to Psalms chapter 139, verses 14. This is where David was praising God and just talking to God, thanking him for all the things that he has done. And this is what David said to the Lord: "For you created my inmost being. You knit together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made." I'm going to say that again. "For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made." Now, I'm going to break this down. God has created you in a special and unique way. You have gifts that God has given you that he hasn't given anyone else. You have different influences that God has given you that he hasn't given anyone else. But the question is, do you believe it? Do you believe it? Because in this world, a lot of us human beings believe the lies to be the truth. Let me give you an example. Sometimes we believe that we're nothing. That is such a lie. We are somebody. But through our hurt and pains, or the things that we go through in life, or again, the internal illiteracy, the things that we don't know about ourselves, we live in the dark. We live in the dark to a point where we start to believe lies to become truth. Do you believe that you've been fearfully and wonderfully made in God? I got to get you to transform your thinking. When I get you to transform your thinking, I got to get you to believe those things in your heart through his word and through his power. I got to give you the truth. And the truth is, God has fearfully and wonderfully made it. He made you on purpose. He made you on purpose. Do you believe it though? Do you really believe that he's purposely made you to do something special here on earth? Do you? I really hope you do, because I want to say this. The truth is, you are. You've been fearfully and wonderfully made. He created you for a reason. He created created you for a reason. And then I got to get you to say, "You're right. He has created me for a reason." What is that, Lord? And if you get to that point, then great. Then we can really move forward. We can really move forward. I remember growing up, in Jersey. I grew up in a rough area, New Brunswick, New Jersey. I always loved, to the point I grew up in Jersey, right? I remember as being a captain of the football team in high school my senior year. I was one of the leaders. I was the voice of the team, but I didn't believe in my fullest potential as a leader. I didn't have the confidence, and I feel as though I wasn't good enough. So throughout that whole year, my senior year in football as a captain, there was days when I felt like I could do, and there was days that I felt like I couldn't. So what happened is it created instability. So when it comes to my leadership as a team, when I speak up, I was too late. And when I don't speak, it was my time to speak. I just didn't fully believe in the gift of the leadership that God has given me. And I didn't really embrace that type of gift and confidence, I should say, because I didn't believe that I was good enough. And that was a lie. The truth is that I was good enough, and that the Lord has given me the gift of leadership, and I should have led in that way. But at that time, I really didn't know God. I believed, but I really didn't have a personal, intimate relationship with him. I didn't know that he fearfully and wonderfully made me in a unique way like he did everyone else. And he has given me the gift of leadership. I didn't believe in that. There was days that I did and the days that I didn't, but it wasn't stable. Again, helping you create stability in your life. So the question is, do you believe, again, that you've been fearfully and wonderfully made in Christ? If so, come see me tomorrow because what we're going to talk about is Romans 12 about transforming and renewing your mind. We got to get to your mind and to change the lies that the enemy has told you to be the truth, but in reality, it's a lie. It's not the truth. And I got to continue to give you the truth. As Jesus said in John 8:32, the truth will set you free. Trust me, it does. I've been through it and I'm still walking through it day by day. So come see us tomorrow. We're going to talk about transforming and renewing your mind. And then, throughout the week, we're going to talk about trauma, and it creates an abyss in your life. It helps you remain in the dark because the enemy wants to remain you in the dark. And if you love what you're hearing, if you like what you're hearing, subscribe to our page. We're going to have some other exciting things that we're going to do. We're going to talk about real issues. We're going to talk about understanding how do I know my purpose? How do I know that? What do I do in order to get to that place where I know who I am and what I created to be? So tune in with us. Subscribe to us below. All right? See you tomorrow. Peace.